And join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Good evening. My name is Carla Bryant. I am the vice chairman of this rental board. Chairman Sal Mangano is absent this evening. With me tonight are my fellow board members, Member Marie Iadisi, Member Kelly Medwig, Member Mike Murray, Member Patrick Nolan, and Member Mark Smith. For the record, we have a quorum present. Before we begin calling the hearings scheduled for tonight, I would like to take a moment to explain our procedures. I will call the hearings scheduled one at a time in the order that it has been published in the legal notice and listed on the agenda. There are extra copies of the agenda if you need a copy. Starting with case number 1, the applicant or an authorized representative will step up to the podium. The speaker must give his or her name and address for the record. All speakers will be sworn in by myself. The applicant or his representative will be given an opportunity to present any information that he wishes to present to the board. If none, we will proceed to board questions. After board questions, any interested parties will then have an opportunity to speak. The applicant will be called back up at the end of the hearing to respond to any questions or concerns. The public hearing will likely be closed after the applicant answers any final questions. A decision on the application will not be made tonight. We will leave the record open for at least sorry, that one is, please excuse that one. Should there be any open issues on the application or any items that need to be remedied or corrected, the hearing may be held open for a longer period in the board's discretion to allow for time for the applicant to make such corrections. Okay. 22 Venetia Drive, Wheatley Heights. Good evening.
Oh, good evening. I'm sorry.
That's okay. If you could please raise your right hand.
Yes.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Yes.
Okay. Please state your name and home address for the record.
I'm Andrew Pusey, 54 Winter Avenue, Wheatley Heights, New York.
Okay. Do you agree to the conditions of approval that was signed, notarized, and submitted with your application?
Yes.
Okay. So it looks like you had an inspection date of 4/22 and it passed with no issues. Is there anyone from the board that would like to speak on this property?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
How you doing?
We have a couple of items that you need to take care of before we issue the rental permit.
Okay.
There was an exterior inspection done to the property, and we need you to replace the driveway. There's some photos,
Okay.
okay? We need you to remove the trees and wood debris
Okay.
that's in the yard,
Yes.
okay? And we'd like you to replace a section of the cement in the rear.
Okay.
I have photographs, and we'll give you some time to get this done.
Thank you.
Okay?
All right. Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this property? Okay. Hearing none, do I have a motion?
Yes, motion to extend to August the 28th to make the necessary repairs. Mark Smith.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Maria Iadisi.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, you will be extended to 8/28. If it's done before that time, you can submit the photos.
Or the photos.
Okay.
By email or in person?
Email is fine to Diana, and we can get somebody back out there to inspect and approve
Yes.
you sooner than that.
Thank you very much.
Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Have a good evening.
It's a copy of pictures for you.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying.
71 Sheffield Avenue in West Babylon.
Good evening,
Hi.
ladies and gentlemen of the board. My name is Angel Aponte as the agent.
Okay, if you could
I was just
raise-
wanted to say hello.
Okay, hi, how are you? You could just raise your right hand.
Sure.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, please state your name and your home address for the record.
Excellent. My name is Angel Aponte as the agent for the owner. I reside at 1330 Washington Avenue, Bayshore, New York. And what was the other part? I'm sorry.
No, that was it, your
That
name
was
and
it.
your address.
My name and my address. Okay.
Okay,
Do you wanna do it?
do you agree to the,
He's the owner.
okay, but who's speaking about this?
That's me.
That would be you, okay.
Yes.
Do you agree to the conditions of approval that was signed, notarized, and submitted with your application?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you had an inspection date of April 22nd, and it passed with no issues, and that's the interior inspection,
Yes, ma'am.
okay? Is there anyone from the board that would like to speak on this property?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this property? Hearing none, do I have a motion?
Motion to approve by Mark Smith.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Maria Adisi.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, you are approved.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Have a great night. 184-188 Little East Neck Road. 184 to 188 East Neck Road. Okay, is this an apartment?
It's two addresses on one property, so it's a little confusing.
Yes,
Sorry.
okay. So, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay. Please state your name and your home address for the record.
Daniel Mazzella, 435 Vanderbilt Boulevard, Oakdale, New York, 11769.
Do you agree to the conditions of approval that was signed, notarized, and submitted with your renewal?
Yes.
Okay. Looks like you had an inspection on April 29th, and it passed with no issues. Is there anyone from the board that would like to speak on this property?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this property? Hearing none, do I have a motion?
Motion to approve by Mark Smith.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Maria Adisi.
All in favor?
Aye.
You are approved.
Wonderful, thank you.
Have a great
night.
evening.
Good night.
Okay. 1321 14th Street.
Hi, how are you?
Good evening. How are you?
Salvatore Angolia.
Okay, you just raise your hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth,
Yes.
so help you God? Okay. Please state your name and home address for the record.
Salvatore Angolia Jr., 1321 14th Street, West Babylon.
Do you agree to the conditions of approval that was
You
signed?
live at, I'm sorry, you live at 1321?
Yes.
Okay.
That's fine. Do you agree to the conditions of approval that was signed, notarized, and submitted with your renewal?
Yes.
Is there anyone from the board that would like to speak on this property?
I would, Mark Smith. Mr. Ingoglio, we have 3 issues that we want you to remedy before you receive your permit. First one is replace 3 sections of cement driveway and the apron. Second, remove all debris and gas cans from the yard. And third, paint the railings leading to the back entrance.
Paint it?
That's it.
Okay.
Nothing else.
Can I just say one thing?
No. Yeah, just sure. Go ahead.
I don't have a problem fixing anything. And the garbage I already moved. But on the inspection, though, it did say the driveway did pass. But if I do have to fix it, I'll fix it.
You have to fix it.
Okay.
We're good?
Good.
All right.
Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this property? Hearing none, do I have a motion?
Motion to extend to August 28 to make the necessary repairs, replace the 3 sections of cement driveway and the apron, remove all debris and gas cans from the yard, and paint the railing leading to the back entrance. And I have photographs for you.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Maria Adisi.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, you're extended to August 28th. However, if anything is done prior to that time, you can submit it and we can approve you earlier than that. Okay?
Thanks.
Have a good
Good
evening.
night.
That's it. Thank you very much. You can leave. Thank you. Have a good evening.
347 53rd Street. Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay. Please state your name and home address for the record.
Charles Clagis, 58 Powell Court, North Babylon, New York.
Do you agree to the conditions of approval that was signed, notarized, and submitted with your renewal?
I do.
Okay, you were inspected on 4/18, and it passed with no issues. Legal two-family. Is there anyone from the board that would like to speak on this property?
Yeah, I would. Mark Vogler, is he a business partner or a equity
He's
partner?
not- No, I bought him out a couple of years ago.
Okay.
I sent the paperwork in.
You're good. I have a relationship with him.
Okay.
I would abstain. That's fine. So long as, if he doesn't, that's fine.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this property? You do? Okay, you have to step up to the podium, sir, if you could just have a seat.
My name is,
I need you to raise your right hand. Okay, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay. Please state your name and home address for the record.
Ismail Roman, 341 53rd Street in Londoners.
Okay.
All right, so I own the house right next door to his. And my question is, I want to know what it is that he is applying for. Because for the
Rental
20...
permit.
A
permit
renewal.
To rent the house.
Now,
He's renewing.
my question
They're
is, since I own my house, that property has always been rented. So my question is, I noticed that there was someone living in the garage. So they had an additional apartment that was added in there. And supposedly somebody was also living in the basement. So I want to know if it's 4 apartments that they're applying for, or is it 2 apartments that they're
It's
applying for?
supposed to be illegal too.
Okay, well, then we just have to find out what the situation is with the other.
The home
Oh,
was
the two there.
inspected, the interior of the home was inspected and the garage.
Okay,
We
well,
did-
I'm only saying, because I live there, so I know who comes in and out of there. So that's my question in regards to that property.
Okay,
So-
thank you for
okay.
that information. We will look into it. If you could step up back to the podium. Would you mind if we have another inspection tomorrow morning?
I wouldn't mind. I mean, I had the inspection done. My daughter and her girlfriend lived in the first floor apartment, and they had the use of the basement. There was no other rental. The inspector came, there was no kitchen per se, and so why should I have another one? I'm not sure what his issue is, but renting...
Anyone living in the garage?
Anyone in the garage?
How about who would live in a garage?
All right, so what if we just send somebody to check it out?
I'd rather not. First of all, I'm in contract on the house. I'm closing in about a week.
You're selling the house, sir?
Yes.
Well, the permit's not valid.
It doesn't go to the
Doesn't
next person
transfer.
anyway.
What do you mean it doesn't transfer?
Doesn't transfer with the property. It's your rental permit, not the next owner's rental permit.
They
They'll
have
have to
to
reapply.
This is a new law?
No, your buyer will not receive the rental permit that we issue to you. They will have to apply for
I've sold properties before with a rental
gonna be
permit,
illegal
and I
to
transfer it
family.
over, it goes over to the new owner.
We're not taking anything away from the property as far as it being, is it illegal to
Legal
by CO?
two-family, yes.
It will still remain that way, but the permit holder will be the new owner of the property. The permit doesn't go with the property.
They have to apply themselves.
So
The
I don't
permit will
even-
be issued to you.
Then I
Once
don't
they
even know why
apply
I'm
and
here
if they're
doing
right,
this.
You
So
don't
let
even
me-
need to, right.
Then let me close on the deal, and then he could come before you and file for a permit.
Absolutely.
And he'll get re-inspected.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So the money I paid and all that, for what?
Well, we don't know when you're selling unless you tell us. So we would have told
Well,
you that upon application.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I just thought you had to, I've had other homes, multifamilies where I've sold, and the permit just went over to the new owners, and then when it expired, they renewed it. I never heard of this, that everybody that purchases a new home has to apply on their own?
What town are you talking about when you're saying that the permit transferred?
This house is in Lindenhurst, but they've all been in town of Babylon.
Have they been like a two-family by permit?
No, by CO.
Okay. We've never issued,
You're thinking the two-family passed along, but the rental permit never would have passed along.
Okay,
if it's a two-family, period, doesn't go away.
right.
The permit that you're applying for is one that we issue to you in your name or into,
As the landlord.
Property.
right, or the corporate entity.
Think of it this way. The deal with the rental permit application is they have looked into the property that you own. They vetted you. They're asking you questions. They know who you are. They know that you're not going to be a quote-unquote slumlord. So when you sell the property to another party, the town of Babylon now has an interest to find out who that new person is. So that being said, we can't issue a permit to you, have you sell the property, and then transfer the permit to the next owner without this board knowing who that next owner is and what his intentions are. You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. So where do we go from here?
Withdraw?
You can withdraw.
Sandra?
Yeah, I mean, the bank is, it should be within a week or two, yeah.
Write Diana a letter saying you were selling the house and no longer in need of a rental permit, and she can close the file.
Okay. And I got a refund of the,
Raise concern.
Request a refund. I don't know how, usually people tell us when they're selling the house.
Yeah.
We wouldn't give you an application when you're selling the house.
really? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Okay, so I need to call Diana a letter? Okay. All right. I mean, the buyer is expecting me to, in hand, give him a permit for the rental.
it's
So
not
now we've got to deal
transferable.
with that on that side of the contract.
No, we have to hold the other person responsible and accountable for anything that happens with that home, and if you're no longer occupied.
Can he come down at another hearing
He has to apply.
without applying? Can he just,
No,
no?
they have to apply.
Oh, we
He
have
has to reapply?
Are the tenants that are currently occupying the property staying with the property on
Just
change of
one
owner?
tenant right now. Everybody else is out. My
Which
daughter
one?
is out and her girlfriend. It's just the tenant upstairs. That's the only one that's staying.
Okay.
No, we allow for that overlap, as long as it's close to being closed and everything, we don't kick people out.
Okay, good. So, yeah, you'd have to withdraw, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you can keep the renters there, as long as the new owner comes in and does the rental permit.
Okay. All right.
The same way that you've had concerns about the property, the new owner of the property will have to come before our board, and the same way that you found out, probably a public notice on the front of the building, maybe a letter in the mail, that this was going to happen, we'll come to you again, and you'll have the opportunity to come and speak with us prior to that, prior to us issuing.
I don't have an issue because the times that I've lived, for all the time I've lived there, the property has always been rented, so I do know that. My issue was, I wasn't sure if they were expanding to try to add additional apartments or if it's just staying as a mother and daughter. I mean, if that's the case, I don't have an issue with that. It's always been that way.
We understand your concern, and we appreciate the position, and we appreciate you coming down to talk with us. The gentleman is selling the property. He's going to transfer title. He will no longer be responsible for how the property is being used once he doesn't own the property anymore. The person who owns the property will have to have a permit issued by us, and you'll have the opportunity to raise your concerns, and we will address them with the new property owner.
And if, after it's transferred, as well, and it gets approved. If anytime you have any problems and you feel that there's something that's not right, you can always contact the board with any concerns.
So I guess we adjourn it. I would say we had adjourn, vote to adjourn, I guess.
Okay. Okay, do I have a motion?
Motion to adjourn, Patrick Nolan.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Maria Adisi.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, your application will be withdrawn.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, have a good evening.
Good night.
Okay,